What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and be sure to check out BigBoyCollectibles.com for all your action figure needs, whether it's DC Collectibles, Star Wars The Black Series, Marvel Legends, or G.I. Joe. BigBoyCollectibles.com will have it. Yo, Joe!
What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and today's review we're going to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Rogue One action figure. Today, this is Captain Cassian Andor from EADU. I don't know how to pronounce that. But here's Captain Cassian. This is a pretty a sought-after figure for me because it's a Rebel Trooper. I know it's a new character, but I bought a couple of these guys because I'm going to troop build them. On the side here we have says figure number 23 in the line. Says Captain Cassian Andor. Sorry if I'm saying the name incorrectly. I know some people just they blow a gasket if someone says the name wrong. But here's a nice little read up right here. So if you want to pause and read it, you can. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get this out of packaging, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back with Captain Cassian Andor, and he looks pretty dope. He looks pretty dope. He comes with his I think this is a DH-17. It looks like a DH-17. So I'm assuming it's a DH-17. He also comes with this little sidearm pistol. I'm not really sure what the name for this pistol is. I've never seen it before, to be honest with you. But it looks pretty sweet. I like the paint deco on here. Different sculpting on one side than the other. So that's cool. Looking at the DH-17, that's what I'm going to call it. Not a whole lot of paint apps here. It's like this gun got secondary paint apps, but this gun, or this blaster, did not. Scratching my head on that a little bit. Did you run out of budget with this blaster? I don't know. But still, nonetheless, I'm happy to have the DH-17 finally. I feel like we should have got that waves ago. But I digress. Looking at the body sculpt here, looks pretty good. I do have a gripe with this figure as far as the elbows go. This elbow is very loose on him, right here. And I just don't like the way that this hinge joint is set in. Like if his arm is so straight that it's not even a natural straight arm, you get the sculpting sitting the proper way. If you bend it a little bit, you get these gapping issues right here, which isn't, like I said, it's a nitpick. It's not the worst thing in the world. It just looks a little wonky to me with that big hinge joint sticking out right there. It just looks a little wonky. It's, like I said, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm not making a big deal out of it, but I'm just pointing it out. His hat is removable, and the hat itself looks pretty good. I do like the paint apps on here. Looks really nice. Like the communicator right here on the ear. Looks really good. Very reminiscent of Hoth. Looks really good. I like the goggles. Nicely sculpted goggles up top there. They are not removable. Everything's pretty much sculpted into this hat right here. Now looking at the coat, this outfit pretty much looks very similar to Hoth to me. I don't know anything about the planet EADU or EADU. I don't know. EADU? I don't know. EADU Sports. It's in the game. I don't know. I don't know much about the planet. I should probably do my homework. I'm sorry. I wouldn't say the paint is horrible on him. It just doesn't. I mean, it kind of looks like the actor a little bit, like maybe that much, but it just kind of looks like generic, I don't know, Rebel Trooper dude to me. And that's kind of why I bought a few of these guys, because I'm just going to probably head swap with someone else, a different character, or maybe a Marvel Legends head or something like that, and see if we can make ourselves a couple Rebel Troopers. Rebel Troopers. I said that weird. The sculpting on the coat looks really good. All of the lines right here are sculpted onto the side of the coat. This is really nicely sculpted and painted on as far as his hood goes here. Looks really crisp and clean. Nice paint apps there. I think these are some sort of canisters or binocular. I'm not sure. They look like canisters to me, like maybe grenades or something like that. I don't know. I almost originally wanted to say these were just binoculars, but it looks like they're separate canisters, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you know what they are, please. I have no problem with being corrected. He also has some sort of pouch on the back here, nicely sculpted and painted as well. The lines and the paint lines look pretty decent on him. And you could just put this... the holster looks a little bit odd. It looks a little bit too wide, but it almost has to be due to the way his sidearm blaster pistol is. So, there is that. And it actually is glued to the side of his... Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it actually is glued to the side of his leg here. It might be pegged in there as well, so it stays in. But he does have a belt underneath. Let me see if I can get there. Sorry. He does have a belt underneath this coat. And I don't think this coat is removable. I'm pretty sure that this is just sculpted in. I guess if you wanted to cut this off, you could. Cut this piece off right here, the part of the bottom portion of the coat. You could, but he does have a separate belt under there. So there is that bit of information for you. The pants are nicely sculpted as well, nice and baggy and bulky. As far as the one that he bends the knee, it looks a little bit. It looks weird. It does. It looks weird. But it kind of has to be there. I mean, it's either they give it to us or they don't. we would complain if they didn't give it to us. So, but the boots look nicely sculpted as well. Nice focus. Nice paint apps on the belt buckle as well. Overall, I would say he's a pretty good looking figure. As far as articulation goes, his arms can go up about that far. They go down. A full 360 rotation there. I don't know why I skipped the head first, but his head can swivel. It can't do a full 360 rotation due to the sculpting of the hood on the coat. But his head can look back a little bit, and it can look down nicely. Let's see, we got some job turkeys up in here. No job turkey. A little bit of job turkey. A little. So there's that. And then with the hat on, he's a little bit more limited, obviously, for, those reasons. But with the hat on, he can turn his head. He can't look up too much, but he can look down nicely. So there's that as well. He has a single bend at the elbow and a swivel at the elbow as well. Swivel at the wrist and a hinge joint going in and out. And then on this side, he has a hinge joint going up and down, like we're used to with the Black Series. He can do the splits about that far, which is pretty decent for a long-coated action figure. The legs can go forward. You kind of have to, at least with this side, with these canisters, since they are sculpted into the coat and connected to the coat, they do push on the leg, causing it to go down a little bit. So you kind of have to push up a little bit, use a little bit of force. Not too much force where you break something, but just a little bit. Leg goes back about that far. On the other side, the leg can go up a little bit further due to not being hindered by anything on this side as far as sculpting on the coat. He does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He does have an ankle hinge, which goes back nicely. It doesn't go forward too much, I would say not at all. And then he does have the ankle pivot and 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So there is that. He can hold his DH-17 nicely in his hand. Let's see how well he holds it in this hand. There's no trigger finger in this hand, though. So if he does hold it, he's just kind of holding it like that. As far as holding the pistol, you can hold the pistol, and you can dual wield if you want. I think it makes more sense to have one gun in his hand. Not a big fan of dual wielding guns unless they're two pistols, to be honest with you. But you can hold the pistol in this hand as well. But no, like I said, no trigger finger again, so you might just want to have him hold one at a time so it looks good. But I mean, you can do whatever you want, though. You can do whatever you want. Let's see if we can get him in a two-handed pose here. Yep, you can definitely two-hand this this pistol. Does look a little bit odd the way he's holding it right here, but pew 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 pew. Okay, enough of that. But it does look good, and yeah, I really like this figure. I think it looks pretty good. I love the removable hat. I like the paint apps. The paint apps look really crisp and clean on him. The face sculpt isn't the worst, which is good. Hopefully, when we get Princess Leia, she looks a lot better than she did in the prototypes. Because woof, woof, and woof. That's all I'm going to say. A face only a mother could love. Maybe not even a mother could love. But he looks really good. And yeah, you can definitely pick him up at bigboycollectibles.com. So definitely check that out. And yeah, he looks really good. I really like this. I'm really happy about head swapping. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a quick little segment and see if we can head swap with a Marvel Legends. And so hold your horses. Okay, and we're back with a Marvel Legends head swap, and I think it works really nicely with this Dark Anger action figure. I mean, I don't know if you want to use this one specifically, but it. I mean, you could pop Nick Fury's head on here. Maybe it looks a little bit large, but I think it looks pretty cool actually. But you could use Marvel Legends heads. Now, when you do pop this off, I mean, it's really tight, and I really do suggest a boil and pop method here. So boil yourself some water, and then pop the head off if you're going to go for that look. Because, I mean, it was a really tight fit with the head. And make sure that when you're taking off the heads, you use the twist method like I'm doing here, and it's really, like I said, it's a tight fit on the head. Okay, sorry, I didn't want to struggle there on camera, but it is a tight fit taking off that head, and you don't want to put too much pressure on that hinge joint because it might snap off. So use your boil and pop method, boil up some water, and handle your business. But overall, he looks really good. We'll do some size comparisons, and then we'll be off. Okay, and here we have some Black Series figures and a Figuarts figure, just to give you guys a comparison and everything. Stacks up well with, obviously, the Black Series, because he's a Black Series figure. Here he is against Luke. Here's the Bandai model kit, and I think it looks really good with the Bandai model kit. And they look good with Figuarts figures, too. So there's that. Like I said, I would definitely give this a 2 thumbs up. Pick him up, whether you want to army build him or not, or if you just want to pick him up for this look. The reason why I want to army build him is because I know he's going to come out with his regular look with his jacket, and I think that's what I'm going to use for Captain Cassian. But this is a really good looking figure. I dig the overall troop builder aspect of him behind him. And yeah, definitely 2 thumbs up here. Go pick them up. Like I said, you can pick them up at bigboycollectibles.com if you want to. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.